bonded for that correct amount, they cannot serve, and we will have to have another reorganization meeting. Our secretary is going to chair the reorganization meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna.
First of all, I need a motion, to adjourn the meeting in order to reorganize the board.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now we can begin.
Alright, so first, I'm gonna take are there any nominations for president of the board?
Nominate Joe.
Is there a second?
A second.
Well, you don't need a second.
Or a discussion?
Well, no, wait a second. You don't need a second for a reorganization meeting.
You don't need one, but if you get one, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I would like to nominate Jeff Clark.
Well, first, there's a nomination and a second. Is there any discussion?
Well, actually, we were going to have the discussion after we have all the nominations.
Is there a second for Jeff?
I'll second Jeff.
Discussion, or since both got seconded, do we just go with the first nomination?
I would say you go with the first nomination and take a vote, and if that vote's successful, there's no need to go to the second.
Ask if they'll accept it.
Okay, Joe, are you willing to accept for president?
Yes.
Is there discussion?
I would like to discuss, the nomination for Jeff. The reason why I nominated him is because I believe that he thinks for himself. He has assured me of that. And also, he has, just a wonderful reputation in the community.
I just, you said it, can you tell me, like, what did he do to me? And the only reason I'm asking it is because last meeting, you were opposed to him being on the board. What changed? Like, what did he do that
He assured me that he thinks for himself.
Okay.
I just wanted everyone to know that because I had voted against him in the last
Okay.
meeting.
I didn't know what changed, that's why I was just asking.
Can I make a comment, or is it just board members?
Yeah,
It's up to her.
It's just board
It's-
members?
I mean, it's typically just board members at this point. It's not public comment part of the meeting. But if the chairman for some reason wants, or whoever's running the meeting wants to open it up to public.
If you want to allow Julie to speak.
I am fine with you making a comment. if you
Okay,
want
I
to.
just want, whoever's president needs to be here and sign checks so that our bills get paid on time. That's my only concern, is that we need to have our checks signed in a timely manner. And the way our resolution is set up right now, whoever becomes president tonight can start signing checks immediately, because it's president, secretary, and treasurer. There's no names attached to that. It's just an open so that we don't have to hold up business. And I just wanna get our checks out in a timely manner.
Is there any other discussion before I take a roll call vote?
You could ask who people are voting for until we get to 3. Could
Well,
do
you can
that.
take a vote.
But, yeah, so that's
Just
what
take
the
a
roll-
vote.
Yeah,
Yeah, just take a vote,
Roll call vote, yeah.
since Joe was nominated first, I think you go ahead and take a vote on Joe. And if you get 3, then Joe's the winner.
I'm gonna start the very end, so with Justin.
Yeah.
Who, are you voting for Joe,
Yeah, I'll vote for Joe.
Phyllis,
No.
Jeff? Jeff?
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Michelle,
Yes.
okay, Okay, so then there's 4 votes for Joe.
Then he's the new president commissioner.
Alright, I'm gonna take nominations then for the president, vice president.
I nominate Michelle.
Is there a second for Michelle?
I'll second.
Is there discussion before I take a roll call vote?
Yes.
Or other nominations?
I'm just going to nominate myself, but I want to have a discussion.
Okay, so let's go ahead with your discussion.
I was hoping it didn't come to this, but Michelle cannot be bonded. I verified that with the insurance company today.
What?
Is this, I'm gonna stop this shit right now. This does not need to be discussed in front of the public.
And she could have declined.
This is a
the
personal
nomination.
matter that you're letting affect your decisions as a constituent to these people. This is enough. I've had enough of this. This personal stuff has to stop.
It's not personal.
Sure sounds like it is to me.
I gave everyone a chance to decline the nomination if they knew they could not be bonded.
I'm sorry,
She
was I
knows
asked-
the reason why.
Was I asked if I accepted or declined yet? What was I asked? Before you put my business out there, was I asked? No. You
not
threw
my
my business
fault.
out there, but
It's
it
not
was your
my fault that you weren't asked.
But it was because you.
This
weren't
is
there.
absolutely
I
right.
had
All right,
to
let's,
say-
Michelle,
Michelle, do you accept
It
that?
really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at this
Michelle,
point.
but I'm just asking you, you have to say yes or no.
Yeah, I'm gonna accept.
Alright, I'm gonna take a roll call vote. Justin,
Yeah.
Phyllis,
No.
Jeff,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Michelle.
I'm abstaining.
So then there's 2 votes, 1 abstaining, and then 1 no. So
is there a majority?
There's 3.
If there's 3, that's good enough.
okay, I miscounted.
You need to be reminded, though, if that person cannot be bonded, then we have to have another reorganization.
Let due process play out. Stop trying to advocate and be God.
Phyllis, I'm still gonna have to, when that's still gonna have to come back from insurance.
We'll have to review that.
Yeah.
We'll take that under review.
Alright, I'm gonna adjourn the reorganization and then, well, actually, before I adjourn, I'm just gonna read off the committee reports to you guys, or the committees. So, for personnel, it's gonna be the president, so it'll be Joe, Michelle, and Phyllis. For police, it'll be Jeff, Michelle, and Justin, Phyllis, Joe and Jeff for highways. Water will be Michelle, Justin, and Phyllis. Sewer will become Michelle, Justin, and Phyllis. Township buildings will be Joe, Jeff, and Michelle. Finance will become Joe, Phyllis, and Michelle. And then public safety will become Justin, Jeff, and Michelle. Is there any discussions for that?
No, just write it down.
I have it written down, and then I'll make copies.
I'd like to be involved in the recreation.
The recreation committee is separate than like the board of commissioners. Those 2 are not correlated right now.
Okay.
You can serve on both, though.
Yeah.
There's not a conflict between the positions.
Alright, I'm gonna, can I get a motion to adjourn the reorganization, and then the president, Joe, will take over?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Joe, do you wanna take over?
Yeah, no. We're gonna take a vote on that.
I mean, unless somebody, I can take a roll call vote for that.
For what?
You can just say,
We just, all you gotta do is just
Yeah.
say that we're reconvening the regular business meeting.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, oh. Must be dull. So we need a motion to, approve the minutes as written for April 7th, 2025.
Motion.
Second.
I didn't hear who seconded that.
Second.
Justin did.
Okay.
say all those in favor.
Is everyone in favor?
You have to call for a vote, Joe.
All those in favor signify by saying, or seeing yea. Yes? Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Opposed? Okay. Move into visitors address. Anybody?
David Snyder, 1923 West Cumberland Street. Got a question on, I know we discussed this last meeting about the trash hauling. Now I see where, you know, we awarded Vital Sanitation the bid. And it says for senior citizens will get a reduced rate of $78. Is that the 4 35-gallon bags? Because with TNT, a senior citizen did not get the same amount as a regular paying customer in the bags. So that's a question that I need an answer to.
I don't know. You recall?
I don't
Did they state that there was a difference? If not, then I would say no, that you get as many bags as anybody else.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
As long as they didn't, provide any kind of a condition, then you have as much right to put as much trash in there as anybody else.
Well, that's something they're gonna have to go back and look at on the bids.
Right.
Because according to what I'm reading here, it's the same for a regular or a senior.
Then I would go with that for now.
35-gallon bags.
Yep.
And the second question is, some of these people in this township have been getting billed outrageous amounts of money. Fortunately, I wasn't one of them. My bill came from TNT, but it also took me till the 1st of July. And I wasn't sure when they actually started with Vital Sanitation.
I can
1st of July?
June 30th, our contract is done
Okay.
with
Then
TNT.
That answers my question. That's all I
But-
have.
But as far as the billing goes,
Yeah.
we do not, the township itself does not bill for TNT or like Vital. That's their direct billings. If they messed it up for you, you're gonna have to get in contact with them.
No, they didn't mess mine up. Mine's
Okay.
And
straight.
I called them and they said just pay the one monthly because they had it double. And he said that was a clerical error on their part, just make it opt for, the 1 month, the $78 and that was it.
I think that happened to just about everybody. in
Quite
the
a few,
township.
because I called about it right away and that's what she said.
Yeah, ours was okay. Anybody else, visitors? No? Move on. Treasurer's report. Motion to accept treasurer's report.
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Okay. Police.
Good evening. I'm Lieutenant Bain from Lebanon County Regional Police. Your Honor, use Lieutenant Savini. I'm going to give you the April 2025 statistics. Total calls for service for the police department was 1,359 calls. There was 1,062 total reportable incidents. 109 of those which occurred here in West Lebanon Township. There was a total of 41 traffic accidents investigated. One was in West Lebanon Township. There was a total of 515 traffic citations issued for the month. 104 citations were issued in West Lebanon Township. There was a total of 119 verbal warnings given, and 8 of those were within West Lebanon Township. Total crime statistics for the Lebanon County Regional Police Department was 123, 14 of which was in West Lebanon Township. There was a total of 71 arrests, and total miles traveled by the Regional Police Department was 15,919. And I would just remind everyone that the next Regional Police Department meeting up at North Lebanon will be on Wednesday, May 14th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Any questions?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Moving on. Steamboat Fire Company.
Alright, so for the month of April, we had 5 calls for 11 personnel, 1.54 hours for 2.2 man hours. The only other thing I have for you guys is I just want to express how disappointed I am in all of you, actually. Minus the ones who came to the meeting in regards to First Due. You guys put such a big fight about it, and not a single one, except for the fire company members, have decided to show up for that. And that's for the residents as well. So if you guys are gonna throw a fit about something and it's extended as an invitation for you, please at least put an effort in. That's all I got. It was extended to everybody here. Don't.
Chase, I have a question. Have you looked into, getting any equipment tested
As far as what?
for that you could use it? The 10 years schedule.
Yeah, but what are we getting tested? Well, after 10 years it expires, you can't get it tested.
That has to be replaced.
It has to. You can't refurbish it or nothing. It has to be replaced.
Well, that ain't what I read.
On an NFPA, you can't refurbish it. You have to replace it. I could find the article and give it to you after the meeting if you want me to.
Okay. Could you get an exact figure per, I mean, I don't know what is absolutely necessary, if the, you know, like the boots and necessarily the pants and the coat. I just can't believe that it's not like you go to 3 fire calls every day.
Right.
It's not
So-
like Chicago Fire.
So if you want, Joe, I can actually bring this up to you. I have every single thing listed per item, how much one pair of boots costs, how much one
Well,
coat, one pants.
If you can put it on a piece of paper and,
I have it.
okay.
I have it. Whatever.
Print that off.
Yeah. I'll actually send it to Antoinette right now.
Okay, John? Oh,
I just wondered, what is the cost of a full set of turnout gear?
Per person. I have to do some math on it, but per coat is $2,060. Per pair of pants is $1,485. Per helmet is $442. Per set of gloves it is $135. And per boot, it is also, I don't have that on here. It'll be broken down on, I sent it to Antoinette.
it's roughly between 5 and 6 thousand.
Yeah, it's
And how many people don't you have uniforms for? 7.
7.
So 5 times 7 is $35,000 is what you gotta raise, basically.
So,
Okay.
that's without the tax write-off, it is, or the tax exempt, it comes out to $28,854 just for the year itself.
Chase, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
The Relief Association is supposed to buy your gear.
Yes, sir.
Did we buy gear with the relief money from the state?
Yeah, so we actually did purchase 2 sets of gear, which again was closer to $10,000 for the 2 that was purchased.
We only got what, 5,600? Is that what? How much money did we get from the relief this year?
Probably somewhere in there, but that's not just us. That's everywhere.
Breakdown for Lebanon County.
Right. It's pretty similar across the board. It's not.
When is the 10-year limit up? When was the gear bought?
So I have 7 now that are out. All 7 I have here on this book are out.
I'm just wondering, all the gear you have, if you have a date for that 10, because it's going and buying all this at one time, it's ridiculous.
Well, right. So unfortunately, I can't answer for that as to what happened before my time.
Well, I'm just saying, if you go back to Eric, it's gonna have when gear was bought.
Well, I have a
And
master
just
list.
get a date,
Yeah, I have a
that
master
you know
list
when
on
the
that.
10 years is up.
Right, I believe most of it was 2014. Danny, you probably know that better than I would when Bush was there. That'd be.
Well, and also the thing with the NFPA guidelines, they're guidelines.
The recommendations.
They're recommendations, they're not telling you, the gear doesn't get used that hard, and that's what we
Right.
did. When the set of gear was wore out, we purchased others.
Right.
But their guidelines, yeah, they're guidelines for you to go by, but you're not going into a structure fair every day and ruining
No,
the
right.
gear.
Yeah, definitely. But when it comes down to the VFIS insurance, if
Well, that's,
Destiny here would get her on
Yeah.
a structure fire and her gear's out of date, they may not cover her for that reason. The
it's,
same thing as facial hair. If you have facial hair going to a structure fire, they won't cover you.
look at that. It's
So-
a face mask.
It's kind of catch-22.
Well, yeah, it's too much government involved in it with this NFPA shit. I mean, we had some before that were out, and hey, as it went along, we didn't try everything at one time. We got a couple sets of what we needed and replaced the oldest stuff and just kept working it like that, so nothing ran out at the same time. You don't need to be buying 10, 12 sets at one time when you can extend some out.
And like I stated previously, last meeting, when I took over last May, I knew gear was going out, and we've tried federal grants, state grants, other grants that are out there, the Norfolk Southern grant, Firehouse subs. We're just not getting them. I don't know. And again, like we stated, you guys were the last resource to come to.
All right. Any other questions?
Can we talk just about the first due instead of the gear? Because first due pretty much a decision needs to be made on that, right?
Yeah.
Before
Our quote's
July
only
at
good for
least.
another 2 weeks or so. It's gonna probably go up significantly.
That's separate from the gear.
Is that what you said at the last meeting was roughly 6,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 6,400 for the first year, and then after that it drops down like 1,400 or something to 5,100, I believe it is.
13.
Have you, talked to our township manager?
No, I brought it to you guys as the board, and I brought it to you guys, I left it to you guys.
Well, we already have our budget set.
Well, I know, I'm not.
Julie, you said last month we are in the red on the budget.
If we get our, tax revenue from real estate in, March and April,
Oh,
and
okay.
we'll still get some this month, that's the bulk of it. And then it comes in to till the end of the year. Well,
Right.
we actually get some yet in
Yeah.
January
Okay.
delinquent, but
So it's
that's
just
our
the
biggest
income
chunk of
coming
money
in.
of income.
Yeah, I got you.
And it just ended the discount time, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I add to this?
Sure.
Now, we do support the firehouse. We pay the monthly utilities for electric and gas. We pay all their insurance. You know, so it's not like we're not trying, it's not like we don't wanna support the firehouse. We support them monthly. We give the annual donation of $6,000. We try and increase that every year when we look at the budget. It's not that we don't want to, trust me.
We also pay for the fire company's fuel too.
We pay for the fuel, and then we still have this huge loan of almost $500,000 for this building. I mean, yes, they got this big maintenance, but then it helped the fire company out too. So we're still making those loan payments for a long time.
Anybody else?
How can we come up with 6,000?
It's not budgeted.
Fire company don't have the money at all?
Yeah, what about fire
And
company?
can't you like piggyback with another fire company? Like a couple of these go together and use the same program?
Unfortunately not. That was something I already checked onto.
Well, yeah, you know, it would, because I'm sure that all fire companies, everybody's having.
This is, yeah, and first due seems to be who everybody has went with. Yeah.
We just got the state grant you just got, the $12,000.
Unfortunately, Eric would be able to answer that better, because he would know that.
I mean, everybody knew this first due was coming. It's been out over a year, they were saying they were gonna do it.
Well, Old County's been saying they're gonna give us new radios too for the last 2 years, so. Just saying, talk is cheap.
Alright, if there's no other discussion, can we move on?
Yeah. Well, there was bits in there. Highway department.
We just table that for another month then?
Yeah, table it.
Could I just say that if you're gonna vote on that, it needs to be on the agenda because it's an expenditure, so. Yeah, make sure you get it on the agenda so you can vote on it if that's what you wanna do.
Okay, highway.
About modifying the agenda for this time, or the agenda
If
for
you're-
next
if-
time?
Yeah, since you're not calling for a vote, you don't need to modify the agenda for this time. But at the next meeting, if you do wanna vote on it, you need to make sure it's explicitly stated on the agenda, or you won't be able to vote on it. And even then, for an expenditure, which is a significant sum of money, there's case law which has come down from the Commonwealth Court saying that is not, you can only modify it for a minor reason, and the expenditure of money is not considered a minor reason by the Commonwealth Court. So it would have to be held off to the next meeting.
Paul, I got a question. How does that work when you're using taxpayers' money, giving it to a fire company, and you're over the bid amount of a municipality?
Yeah, well, if you're over the bid amount, you gotta bid it.
But you understand where I'm going with it?
Right.
You see where I'm going with it?
Yeah.
It's like, it would be nice if the township could just write a check out to the fire company for their $36,000 or $38,000 they need, but unfortunately, that's over our bid amount, and that's gonna get brought up in an audit, and we're gonna get slammed on an audit. Well, not us, the township's gonna get slammed on an audit for that, and it's illegal. How?
It has to be bid unless, for some reason, there's only one supplier, you know, if you can justify it because there's only one supplier, then, you know, you might be able to be exempt from the bidding requirements.
I think what's going on with some of the other municipalities are getting the money from the municipalities is they have the tax on. They have the fire tax on, and West London doesn't. And that's how they're getting around that. But West London don't have that fire tax on, so you can't just go give $38,000 to a fire company. Do you understand what I'm saying? especially when it's coming to buying materials, but it's not bid.
It has to be bid.
But you only have a bid from one place, right? You only get a bid from one place that's supplying it.
No.
Well, you have to
Gotta put
publish
it
it
out
in the
there,
paper,
advertise
you
it.
gotta put it out in the paper to
But
everybody,
what they want.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
My other question is, John, then, if the township buys that gear, does the township own that gear then?
Well, legally, they should.
They can give it to the fire
They
company,
can give it.
yeah.
That's usually a mutual agreement between, just like when the township helped purchase the fire truck.
I don't think the fire
When
company
I
does
started,
that.
there was a loan for a fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should.
that's how we did the fire truck.
So, no,
We
yeah.
come to the township and the fire department and the township both agreed it would be the fire company's truck, and the township agreed they paid half for it. But it was a budgeted thing, a budgeted line item, it was something that was bid, the truck went out for bids, so it's all together, you understand what I'm saying? Where the equipment that they're running now isn't being bid, and it's being paid with taxpayers' money, and I'm just curious if that don't come back and hit us on an audit.
If it's above the bid amount, it has to be bid if it's being bid.
What's the bid amount?
It's like, I think it's like 12.
15, yeah, something like that.
Well, for 12,800 to, I think it's about
You need 3
24,000,
Yeah.
you need 3 telephonic quotes. You need to try and get 3 telephonic quotes. If you're up above, like, if you're at the 24 or above, and I'm just kind of throwing that 24 out because it's in
It's
the
22.5,
ballpark.
it's 22.5.
22.5, okay. So 22.5 and above, you have to put a notice in the paper and you have to solicit bids publicly, through the paper, unless it's a co-stars contract, and then you don't have to bid it.
Correct.
So if it's a certain amount, it's a no, then you have to get a bid. But if it's under the amount, you don't.
Correct.
What did we get, the fire company get that was over, needed a bid besides little equipment, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 stuff? $12,000 grant don't go far.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if it ain't over that bid amount, we don't have to bid.
I actually have it in my car.
Product would have to get put on a bid.
The other thing too is for the grant, if it was, we didn't put, you asked about what we did with that grant money. If this was not listed on the grant sheet, we can't purchase it. We have to purchase what's on the grant sheet.
Yeah, I know, but if you knew you needed equipment, why don't you just put that on the grant?
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were talking
That's
about
what I'm saying.
I was talking about the
Cause that's a
first due.
guaranteed money every year, state.
Yeah, no, I
state
thought we were
retirement.
talking about first, you were talking about first due, forget it, I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll have to work on that. And put it in. The next one,
Are you ready for the highway?
highway is,
Okay. Lincoln Alley from North 21st Street has been paved. Garfield Alley has been paved between North 21st Street and Webster Street. And this is a reminder that cracks and curb to be sealed and with milling and paving, to put a riser in for a one sewer lid along Guilford Street. What's gonna happen is all of Guilford Street, yes, it involves us. There will be no parking for at least 24 hours in order for the work to be completed. So we'll have to figure out where else we're gonna park. I just wanted to let you know. John, I have a question. A resident asked me if anything more is going to be done with Scott Alley.
It's up to the board and the solicitor.
Yeah, 'cause last month you guys.
You're asking
made
the wrong
a
person.
motion
to vacate.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
you
made a
also have
motion
to-
for us to proceed with the vacation, and we are proceeding with the vacation.
So you're not gonna be doing anything more to,
Not until we're told
No,
to,
no,
or different, not if you're vacating, why would we wanna pay taxpayers money into the alley?
I'm just asking you because somebody asked me,
It's proceeding.
okay. That's all for highway.
I have a question. Where did the, okay come from to do Lincoln Alley?
What, the patching that we did?
Patching.
But it wasn't the whole alley was paved. That's when I've seen that written in the minutes, it's not correct, the way it's written.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's not like the whole alley was paved. The alley's broke up towards the end, right from the garbage trucks coming down through it. We used to have single axle, now they're using these double axles. And it's just pumping in the alleys.
No, they weren't built for that.
Correct.
Built for the horse and buggy. Okay. Moving on. Water.
Daily average water for the month of April was 34,167 gallons per day. Tank is full. Total City of Lebanon Authority water used was 0 gallons. Sewer, still receiving rags, wipes, the white row. There was a picture.
That's what I was gonna say.
Can I go on?
Yeah.
There's a picture that all of the commissioners have. They just got it today. There is significant rags and rubber band type material, elastic material, things like a trash bag full. Like from the white row.
I looked at that picture and I didn't see, I just don't know how you determine their rags.
Does a pipe come across the street? I'm
Ask your
sorry, I
son,
should
he's
have
seen
asked.
them in the basket.
I'm asking the board.
Well, he's
Well,
on the board.
Justin actually had sent me some pictures of it. In this picture, you can't tell.
Exactly,
Looking at
that's
this
all I'm
picture-
asking.
Yeah, in this picture, you can't tell because there's so much grime and things that I wouldn't touch in this bag. But in the actual other pictures prior to being pulled out like this, you can see that they're clearly rags.
Yeah, they're bordered and everything. They have a border on them.
Yeah, they're rags,
Okay.
and there's elastic bands
My
and stuff in
comment
there.
was, according to that picture,
Yes.
I couldn't tell. Now,
And I
John, I
agree.
got a question for you, since you pulled these out of there yesterday or the day before. A couple of years ago, we thought that these were coming from a certain amount of homes, and you had put containers in the in the sewer out there. And we had it narrowed down to a couple homes. Well, those people are no longer there.
Exactly.
So, I don't know where in the world these are coming from.
Well, neither do I.
And maybe coming from the car dealership.
I can't see them coming from the car dealership because they don't have them there.
Could it be coming from the other side?
What other side?
Well, when the Eversols, I don't wanna go off the record there, but when the Eversols had it, they did a lot of things and got away with a lot of things.
Well, they definitely ain't connected into our sewer.
Okay.
So with all that water and stuff would be a conduit, you know what I mean? There's no way they would have done no pipe across 422 and connected in the West London sewer system without being noticed.
Okay, John, getting back to me, what my question was, could they be coming from the car dealership?
I would say no, because I was in that car dealership in the pine, all over that place, the last time, and they had no rags like these were coming in. This is like a commercial paper towel / rag. Is somebody is somebody detailing cars over there?
Not to my knowledge.
I don't know, I don't live over there.
I get a lot of blue ones in my yard that blow. Where they're coming from, I don't know.
Like you use, the type you use at the gas station.
Like
Yeah.
thick, heavy duty
Yeah.
blue.
So, it's somebody near you then, because that's what they are. And the acid in the water is taking the blueness out.
Joe Allen, you had a question?
I do. Actually, it's a comment. I had a problem on the corner when I had 25th and Cumberland and didn't know where stuff was coming from one time. And you guys just made me think, could it be coming across the street? And I went to the county planning, and they had the old Bethlehem steel,
Steam
and
lines.
what is it?
Those steam lines underneath the ground there?
Yeah, and it was amazing. And then mine was going the other way, though. The stuff was going into beside the hearth, down in that gully. But I put those rubber ducks in. I don't know if you remember it. It was unusual. I put those rubber ducks in, and we found where they came out. If you can find an inlet, I would drop a different colored rubber duck in each one and see if that ends up in that hole.
We're not talking storm sewer, we're talking sanitary sewer.
Your toilet. Like down the feces and stuff. Like they're being flushed.
Yeah, that was stormwater.
Yes.
I was just thinking if you wanted to do a test, you could put it, something that would float or be distinctive, that you could
Well, they have dyes on it.
see what ends up there.
They have approved dyes that you can use for that. But that's for stormwater, we're talking sanitary.
Okay,
You said
tried.
this did do damage to one of the pumps?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it destroyed it.
But if it broke a half-inch shaft, stainless steel shaft on the pump. And that shit happened on a Sunday afternoon. Imagine that.
And it has to be a lot, because that was the whole reason for baskets, if I'm not mistaken.
The baskets were empty, that's what I'm
That's-
saying, whoever did it, it was like, boom, here it comes.
Right.
And the basket was full, and it was like, I just couldn't believe it. But then when I took the pump out and pulled out what I had to pull out, it was like, it's being done intentionally, I guarantee it's being done
Well,
intentionally.
what was in there other than rags to break a shaft on a pump?
Those rags enough were enough to break the shaft on the pump.
You said there was elastic and stuff in there.
There's a big chunk of rubber in there.
It's got a powerful
Like a
motor
bungee
driving
cord.
it.
Yeah, when I was working with, swimming pool pumps, it didn't take a whole lot to bust something in there.
A swimming pool pump's not a grinder pump.
No, I know, that's what I'm just saying, but it's enough to suck and tighten up.
What happens is it's in the pump, as the pump slows down, shuts off, it's there. When the pump goes to start on, you get that hard foam, and it just snaps it.
Yep. John, what could be a solution, going forward, since it's, this has been what, 2 years?
2 years.
3 years, 4 years?
More years than
Time
that.
flies.
My solution after what I seen this time, and I don't know, I'd have to talk to the engineer, unfortunately he ain't here. I think you ought to put another live well in front of the pipe and put more grinder on it before it gets to the lift station. Grind it up.
Grind it before the grinder.
Grind it before the lift pumps, yes. The lift pumps can grind so much, but it's just way too much for those pumps to.
Cost of something like that?
So I talked to the engineer.
It's not being right.
I know it ain't gonna be cheap, because we have to get a DEP permit and everything for it.
Did you get a price on this pump yet?
It's gotta be over $8,000. I didn't get a solid price yet, because the pump's gotta get ripped apart.
It was substantial last time too, so that's
I think it
why.
was 6,500 the last time, or
Yeah.
it was the last pump that we did, what, 2 years ago?
Yes.
Is it possible to drop a dye pellet in each person's and/or businesses, up on 422, drop a dye pellet into the toilets and flush it and see if the water comes out a certain color with the rags?
The only problem
Well,
with that
you
is,
never know when the rags are coming through.
well, the problem is, if you have to allow, somebody would have to allow you in their house to do that.
Well, yes.
And if this is being done intentionally, which it is felt that it's done, they're just not gonna do it at that time.
Well, if they're the only one that didn't do it, that kind of narrows it down.
No, what I'm
We
saying
thought we
is,
had it narrowed down the last time, those people moved out, unfortunately.
right,
And we were good up until, even though they moved out, we didn't have big problems until this past weekend.
And has it always been the same type though?
Same type rag?
Yeah.
No, it's changed.
There were kid toys in there once,
Yeah,
some fish. Flush their fish, we touch all that.
Well, that toys, I think that was from the daycare.
Can you let us know and what the engineer says?
well, you just gotta give me approval to call the engineer first off and let him start putting prices together. You just need to make a motion on that, cause I'm not
I'll
doing
make a
that.
motion, I mean,
Cause
it
I know
has
you
to be
gotta
done.
be cheap and the engineer bill ain't gonna be cheap.
Right, but it has to be done, I mean, we need it over there, so I'll make the motion.
Motion been made to contact the engineer to get a price to not necessarily solve the problem, but rectify it.
You need a second.
Any second?
Second.
Is everyone in favor?
Aye. Okay, township building. I was on that last month, so I mean last 2 years, but it says nothing there, I have some questions. You don't have anything there for it?
I don't have nothing on here at least.
No.
I do have a question.
Did we get charged for anything on the generator?
No,
Not
that
that I
was
know
covered,
of.
no, that was covered under the warranty.
Okay. Do you know what the warranty is on that?
Not without.
What, it
all
was
the-
supposed to be 1 year. How about that, 1 year and 150 hours or something like that? Cause we were barely over the warranty. But the thing is, we make them service it, we don't touch it. And they ate it because of that,
So what was actually wrong with the thing?
not the bearings up. Right after they changed the oil.
Could be oil.
No, the oil was there, it was,
Just not enough of it.
I think that, I could have been wrong with that, I don't know. I didn't rip the engine apart, I'm just telling you, the bearings, the front bearings were not bad,
All right.
and we lost oil pressure.
All right. And then recreation, do we have a schedule for the ball field?
We
Winter
do.
point? Huh?
We do, it's on our township website, but if you want a physical copy, I'll print one off for you after meeting or tomorrow.
You said it is on the website.
Yeah, it's on the website.
Somebody had asked me today.
On rec, John, what would it take, because I've been talking with some of the coaches in Lebanon, to get the ball diamond up there, get some poles up and run electric.
For lights?
Yeah, to light up the field, because there isn't many in the county. And I know Little League's coming back, it's a big thing again.
Are we doing it in-house or subbing it out?
Both.
Can we do it in-house?
We can do it in-house.
If we, then why, then,
I mean, if you sub the whole thing out, you're probably looking at $100,000, you probably do it in-house for less than 20.
Yeah. So parts, in and out, what we can.
I think if you use like the wooden poles, they're right around $2,100 a piece for 60 footers.
Are they wrapped?
Pardon?
Are they wrapped?
It'd be it's a pressure treated like a
So they
class
are.
1 pole. You gotta get it off the class for your area you live in and stuff. That's
So
all-
if you
that's
like the
all.
Lebanon Fair, they put new poles up with electric. I know what you
But you'd have to, you'd want to wrap it or either put some type of sealant on that wood so it lasts.
And then are the teams that play up there gonna?
Well,
put
that's
money
the
towards it,
thing.
Or,
You're gonna have
like,
to,
we don't even have a team.
you're gonna have to get a hold of, we're gonna have to,
Yeah.
it's just not a matter of putting lights up. You ought to make sure that league's gonna stay there for a while. And you ought to next thing you ought to make sure is, if we put the lights up, and you're just gonna use it at nighttime for nighttime games, are you just gonna pay the light bill?
Well, that was my question, because is it something that's only gonna be on during the games? Like
Yes.
they're gonna have to go in the shed and turn the lights on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of having
Yeah.
it on every
No,
night?
I didn't come on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
No, you won't want that, oh my god, it'll cost you
Yeah,
another.
that would be.
Right?
It's probably gonna cost you for lights, I don't know how many games, I figure 2-3 games in a week. You probably spend maybe $100 a month with the LED lights they have on. They're pretty energy efficient.
That's nothing.
I mean, organization itself, and ask them what they're actually looking at.
I had an idea concerning the rec up there, because I know we get a good amount of money that goes into it. Try to give back to the youth, make the place a little bit better.
I know they only have 2 fields that have lights, and I know they would like another field. And I think, from what I was told, talking to them, that if they get the 3rd field in Lebanon County for youth, that they could possibly hold some of the state tournaments down here.
That would be wonderful.
I mean, it'd be nice. Maybe close that loop up, but
How's parking working out down there for the ball field?
I gotta run a water line, we gotta run a water line yet from William Street down where the Greenway site goes. I already put millings down there.
I saw them, that's why I was asking.
For people to start parking on. It's not the smoothest, but you can park on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole one side to park, and they can pull on the other end. You move the one bench that they can pull on the other end too.
Yeah, they were also parking the grass the other week when I went for a walk.
Yeah, I had a telephone, we had a telephone pole across there at the bench.
Yeah.
And I kept looking at some of those older people that were coming there, and I thought, you know what? Why don't we move the bench over, reposition that, and the pole, I got that for nothing anyways. I'm gonna use that for ballards going down through where the parking lot goes.
Yeah.
Well, what about the shed up there? Shack, whatever it's called.
The freshman stand?
Yeah, refreshment stand.
That needs a lot of work.
I need work. Probably wanna look at,
Well, I had an idea.
Does it need work or replaced?
Well, it's gonna
probably could
Start to
before you
fresh.
bulldoze it over.
Give the fire company some training.
I was going with
Probably
that.
cheaper for you to do that, but I don't know if you wanna do the whole thing. If you do it, then what you ought to do is put ADA bathrooms on it right away.
Yeah, it's gonna say 88 bathrooms, put a commercial kitchen in, design it how we want it. We could rent it out as a township and make money on it.
Well, you could.
Well, don't they need a special thing to sell food there? That's why the baseball teams didn't.
Well, that's what you're saying, you gotta put commercial equipment.
And then you could do that, they could raise money, I mean, it could just be a big positive for this township, I think. And it's good for the youth, I mean, it gives people more things to do.
I have a question with that. Would somebody that's gonna do the cooking and serve, must they be certified?
Yes.
Yeah, they could have a safe service.
Say, sir, yeah.
So the problem would be you could rent it out to just anyone, right?
Well, a lot of places that you go, people just bring cooked meals anyway and a pop.
I mean, you have the pavilion there, a resident could rent it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A resident could rent it.
I'm not gonna rent something where there's no facilities, I mean, so I was trying to look into the future.
I understand what you're saying, but yeah.
That's all right.
And we're still getting money from the new homes going into that rec fund, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not there to do what you guys are talking.
No, I realize that.
I'm like,
The lights, yes,
Lights,
building,
that's long term, that's just something
Yeah.
get out there right now.
See how long they last there as bulking.
Right.
Okay. This is the balance right now in the recreation fund.
Okay, public safety, court enforcement, sanitation.
Did you walk them?
There were several notices of violations sent out for sanitation, vehicles, and tall grass. I don't have anything for Greenway, other than what John just said, running the rolling line up there.
zoning.
I don't have anything under zoning.
Finance, motion to pay the bills as submitted.
Motion.
Second.
Motion's made and second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pay the bill. Any old business?
I have nothing under old business.
I had something, but Paul already answered the question. I just wanted to know if you're going ahead with that.
That's what I was authorized to do, so yes, absolutely.
That's that Sky Island.
Yeah.
Any other old business? New business? Any new business?
I have nothing under new business either.
It's not on the agenda.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Oops, what?
Motion.
I didn't know what you even said. Let me get it on. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Gentlemen.